Oh god, let me just turn down that music a bit. That's a bit loud, isn't it? Right. Where was I? Uh, why is my tracking being weird? Because I'm in a new position, that's why. Is this what happens when you get new chairs? Oh god, do I do it like over here maybe? You could do that? Oh god, I might have to redo my camera's probably really upset with me right now. Maybe I should have calibrated. To be fair, I to explain. Oh no. It's really upset with me now. Oh, don't crash on me, please. I'm begging you. I'm sorry I moved the camera. I've got a new chair, okay? Got a very, very comfortable chair now. Don't do this to me. Oh no. I might have to reset. Fuck. It was going so well. Yeah, no, what happened there was it crashed because I moved the camera. So when it comes to like my facial movement and everything, it was struggling to like my poor CPU from that. Uh, right. As I was saying, I look, I'm for once not procrastinate. I mean, you won't be seeing this background. Let me see if I can make this into a blur. I cannot. Maybe. Oh, that was bright. Just go back to one. I was hoping to make it disappear. I mean, it will disappear. This background won't exist in the viewport render. I hope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double check that, aren't I? Hold on. Hmm, transparent. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's how you do that. Okay. Right. Now, right. 0. This needs to be closer. I mean, you know, I might just make another. I could just have one for my viewport, because if not, this is gonna take fucking forever. Me going back and forth like that. Right. Seen all this. Hold on. Right. I might have to turn my character, but that's fine. As long as they're in the middle, that's all I give a jiffy about. I was doing a different animation at the very start. That's the reason why they posed like that. So, why don't we fix this by using this correctly. Alright. Let's see how. Oh god, my thing is still crashing. I just realized you cannot see anything. Hold on. This is what happens when I am totally prepared. I was not planning on doing anything else right now. Right. Okay. Hi, Jay. I'm currently killing 2 stones with one bird. Okay, so the very first emote I'm planning on doing is a penlight emote because everyone seems to have one. I don't know why, but you know what? We're doing it. Because I like, to be fair though, I'm mostly doing it because I like glowy things. Shiny things are my cup of tea. That is why I have a bunch of LED lights in my place. Right. Look straight at the camera. There we go. Calabunga. We're getting somewhere. Right. Differences. I'm not gonna lie, I've never had a pen light, whatever you call them, in my life, so I don't actually know how they work. I mean, to be fair though, I don't need to do much. You can just grab two shoulders and go side to side like this. I mean, I'll make it a lot more smoother, obviously. Let's move you slightly. Right, now we need to make the pen lights. Pen lights are just glowing things, so I can just go to object mode. And you know what, why don't we just hide? Oh god, why am I up over here? Wado. Come on. There we go. Move the camera downstairs. I don't know why Wado is playing up today. There was no update. Might just have to hide it for a bit until it decides to play ball. That's in real time. That's got FPS interference time. Doing good. So why is it playing up? Maybe I just leave it be for a second, so I'm gonna be faceless. Right. Let's grab cylinders. That's a big ass cylinder. Right, so pen lights are like, I mean, I might have to add a few subdivisions, but I can just add a subdivision modifier for that. Right. And what colors do I make the lights is a good bloody question. What represents? I do green and blue. Ooh. Or do I just do one color though? That's the question. Right. Over here. Here's the great thing I love about this is you're never gonna see behind the scenes, so I don't have to worry about the warping on the side anyways. Right. Uh, this, make it a bit more smaller. Right. Honestly, I have no clue what I'm doing with the pen lights. Right, let me just add that subdivision modifier before I do anything. If not, I will forget it. Sub. Not love that. I want the edges to be rounded more, so if I do edit, that's a decent pen light. That's rounded. I like to think anyways. Let's try that again. Let me add a few more subdivision surfaces. That's more pen lighty now, isn't it? Yeah. Honestly, I have no clue what I'm doing. I've never once held a pen light or like, I mean, I've held glow sticks. Sus. It is kind of sus. But it's gonna glow, so that's gonna look cool at the very least. Right. I'm just doing glow sticks, okay? How the hell do you hold a glow stick? I've never once held a glow stick in my life. Right, I just realized I won't be able to see the rendered version. It was going back and forth. It was. That was kind of sus, wasn't it? Right. Maybe I make it 20? Or maybe I just break the things. Right, what color do I want to make it glow? Wait, I should actually figure out what color I want to make it first. Do I make it green? I do like the color green. Oh, it's so bright I don't even see the color. Hold on, let me make this 10 then. One? Oh, your horses. What is going on here? Hold on. Right, so mission. Hold on. Inputs. Oh, maybe I need to make a mix shader. Hold on. That makes sense. Mission. There we go. That's what I was after. Yeah, Joe's just lurking in the background. Don't mind him. I always appreciate lurkers. Uh, Trying to see. Maybe if I have it as, rather than mix shader, maybe if I have it as add shader. This and then this. Still it's taking over the glow. I think I want to do that. Yeah, that's what I sort of guessed. I don't know why I thought that would work. Do mix shader, add shader. That might be risky though. Mm. Mix. Not. And then. Have it like on 50. It's been a while. I won't lie. It's been a while since I've made a bloody mission. I say it's been a while, then you just see this in the background. Yeah. I like how I can do shit like this, where I can create like runes effect. When it comes to making simple pen lights, my brain's like, oh, I know how to fucking solve this now that I think about it. Jai! Stop spreading my. It's actually my new one. I think it's. Yeah, that's the updated version. Yeah, you might have noticed, Jai, that might have been updated. Totally might have updated a lot of my. I haven't updated all of them yet. Some of my emotes are still being worked upon, but a majority of my emotes have now been updated. Because I also found out there's so many emotes. Yeah, those. So I mean, them originally it wasn't meant to be nudes. Originally, it was just meant to be like a lusty lewd, like it was meant to be a lewd emote. have on a comment but made by Ducky, and especially if you see the updated version of the emote, um, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. It's my nudes now. It's a very very long story. Right, the color ramp, color ramp. Give me the color ramp. Give me color ramps. Color. Fuck me. I have to spell it the American way. I feel wrong for spelling like this, but I have to. Right. Hmm. Okay, mix shader now. It should still work. Yes. We are getting somewhere. Oh, right. There we go. We've got some glow sticks working here. Let's go to 100. There we go. That's one glow stick. Now, what do I make the other glow stick? Is a good question. Uh, Also, I don't feel like that's how you meant to hold a glow stick. How do they hold glow sticks normally? I use both color and color. No, I use the correct color, which is the one with the U. You spell color. Color. That's how you spell color. Like our color. Uh, I hate color. Look. Okay, the main reason why I have such a pet peeve when it comes to the word color is my coding was great. I was decent with my coding. However, the only marks I ever got when it came to my coding was when I incorrectly spelt fucking color during the code because it causes bugs. Because most coding programs use COLOR for a lot of the code, and it bugs me because I would have had perfect marks if it wasn't for the fact I wasn't fucking American. Right, let's grab this. I'm never not gonna hate color because of that now. Right, do I keep them both as green or do I switch one of the colors? Is a good. Oh, I might not even have it. Do I go like red, green? Yeah, if I go red and green though, that'd be fucking Christmas, wouldn't it? I can't go red and green. Oh, oof, that makes sense, but also no. It is. It doesn't need to be as complicated as it is, but we as humans have to complicate simple things because we are humans. We are dumb. Right. Well, the next thing I should do is parent this to the hand. Parent. Now, when I move this, that did not work as I intended. Right, parents with empty groups, and then I'll just keep it to the hand. Right, parent with empty groups, and then I'll just wait it to the hand. Wait, edit. Later. Where's the hands? Okay, this is one of the hands. I'm assuming this might fuck me up, but I'm assuming this is the left hand side and that's the right hand side. Going by that logic, I need to find the left hand side hand. Left hand. That's right hand. I'm looking for the left. Fine. Why are you down there now, mate? Right. Why? I'm just gonna have to redo shit then. Where did the pen light go? Where did my pen light go? Give me my pen light. Right, cylinder. Where the fuck? Why? Fine, you know what? I could fix this. I don't know why it decided to do this, but you know. Right, why am I in texture mode? As I say, that's gonna mess me up. Okay. Still need to figure out what colors I'm gonna do. Can't do green and red like I want to because that will be Christmassy. But I'll figure something else. I could just do pure green. I mean, I could do other colors. I could do like purple and such, but I don't know. Look, I just see pen lights, okay? People do pen lights. I don't know why. I'm just doing one because that's while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about other animating ideas for emotes. Right? Why don't you like to turn? Why are you turning like that? Okay, so if I do that and then so why is up and down now left and right? It's like I'm playing with fucking inverted keys. No one likes inverted keys. If that's up and down. And then that's up and that what? So it's up and down left and right now? Why is it fucking inverted? This is the weirdest. I hate this with a burning passion. Right. Oh, a little bit too. There we go. Why does this look like a sausage? I just realized in this, like, I know it looks like a glowing pen light over here, but in this point of view, it looks like a fucking sausage. Oh, right. That's too fucking. So now, I hate how this is inverted. Right, that's good enough. This is me good enoughing it. So now if I move the hand, right, hold on. There we go. And move the arm. Perfect. Right. Now I gotta do it for the other one. Lovely. And I feel like it's gonna be a pain in the ass when I do this, isn't it? Right, edit mode. And it's gonna be the right hand. Right. Look, don't AO me. It looks like a sausage. I don't know if you ever had seen a normal fucking sausage. But this looks like a pork sausage. Are you saying I am wrong, Jai? Because if so, you've never said a proper sausage, if that's the case. Is that what that, or was it called? This, like, the pepperoni sticks? That or that? God, I'm sort of craving a pepperoni stick right now. I'm not gonna lie. Right. I forget that it's inverted rotation, so if I want to move it that way, I have to use the red one. Driving it bloody wall. I know what you mean by the pepperoni. Yeah, like those pepperoni sticks are so nice though. I used to eat them all the time as a child. Right, sorry, I didn't this responding yet? Nope, it's still not my model, still deciding, you know what, it's gonna take a break today. And honestly, I don't blame it. My computer does not like me. You know what, fuck it. We're closing it. We're remaining no avatar today. Wait, no, wait, no, I can do something better. I can do something so much more better. Uh, hold your horses. If I go here. There we go. It's the avatar me. The PNG tuber, because whenever my model don't work, I move to this. Because why not? I'm gonna make this bigger. Why not? I should update this because I found out I can do animated gifs, and I could make my avatar gif. So whenever I'm not like my program says not to work, I can just use my 3D model. I can cheat my way out of stuff, okay? Well, I might just keep this. I won't lie. This little guy's kind of cute. Oh, right. Yeah. People are gonna be real confused because I'm not a PNG tuber, but I will if I have to. When my model decides, you know what, I've had enough of you today, that's fair. Right. You move to the left. Nope. Going down a little, going to the right. I haven't even started animated yet. I'm just positioning. God, my life is sad. Right. I I like. Why can't I sit? Hold on. Let's set origin to geometry, please. It's the geometry all the way down there. Oh, right. It wouldn't be as bad if the fucking thing isn't fucking. No, my vocabulary definitely needs to be improved over here. Right, so this is up and down, right? Yeah, that's up and down. Uh, there we go. So now, when I go back to pose mode, yeah, all that for just that little piece of. It's saddening. Right, right. Sorry, just replied to a message. My father's now setting off to his lovely, lovely cruise for the weekend. Right. Okay. Let's get back to this. Right, 0. How the fuck do pen lights work? Normally they're holding it in front of them, aren't they? I think. I see that like I know. Like I've never once been to a party or like whatchamacallit, a party or like a like what am I doing with my life? Right, let's move my elbow in more. How do you wave pen lights? Why am I asking? I should know this. Uh, yeah, I don't think wrists are meant to bend that way. Right. Okay. I think it's elbow down more, rotation. Come on. I was planning on doing animated emotes once I've done the textures on my model because I have not touched the textures. I've only added materials to my model. I have not touched the textures on the model. So I was gonna do some texturing before, but my plans change, I guess. Me doing that. Hold on, I'm trying to make this longer. Is it way over here? Is that right? These are glow sticks, apparently. You know what, that's definitely what we're gonna be. Right. Pose. I have no clue how to fucking pose glow sticks. Hold on, this should be up more. Turn this down more. Turn it a little bit. God, if this is gonna be for one fucking like animated emote, I'm scared how long the rest of my emote's gonna take me. Oh no! Shit, I don't think. Oh, wrists are not meant to bend that way. Right. Okay. Let's make sure this is straight. More straight than I'll ever be. Right, and then rotate upwards. And then is that how they do pen lights? What am I doing with my life? Oh no! I think that's how they do pen lights. Right. Hold on, maybe move the elbow more. Uh, and then pull this out more. Pull this down. Right. Exact same here. Right. Turn to the left. See, that's what I was aiming for. My question is, why the fuck could I not do that for the other my other arm? Hold on, maybe if I do not that. Don't do that. And then okay, so maybe if I do this needs to be rotated backwards a bit. Up more. Okay, this is looking slightly better. You know what? I'm feeling better about myself now. And then if I raise both arms up. There we go. This is getting somewhere. So the max frames for animated emotes are 60 frames. So my thing's gonna have to remain 60 frames. Right. Okay, I got this. Or maybe I just like to believe I've got this. I've like about one of those false beliefs that I've got this. Right, hold your horses. I've got to move my chair because I am destroying my leg. Okay. Hmm. So if I go to 0, hold on. Where's my? You know what I love is I forget what buttons are what. How do I? How do I move arms like a fucking human being? Is a great question, and hopefully I will know that question one day. Right. Yeah. Damn, I look very green. Maybe if I shading. Maybe not so bright. Object mode. Okay, maybe like cut this in half. Hmm, maybe around 20. That feels better. Do I go green? Do I do another color? Is a good question. I don't know what suits me though. I go blue. I do like purple. Purple's always fun. Oh, purple glow sticks, green glow sticks. No mind is a glow stick. Uh, Not really that, does it really? Right. Green really glows though. Red and green do shine bright. Right, hold on. Let's keep one green and I'm going to duplicate the material. Duplicate materials, I've not enough. Oh, like that. And then if I... maybe. Oh, that would purple. Red really shines out. But it looks kind of Christmassy if I do. You know what? Fuck it. Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas somewhere in the year. Um, Fuck it, we got Christmas lights. Here's why. Because that's why. Right. This way, isn't it? It's the red one. Is it opposites? No. Right, okay, so you should be green then. This. Right, it doesn't matter. You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing this. Right. Where do I start the pose is a good bloody question. First things first is I should do my rig a happy face. Russian. What is my happy? Oh, yeah, but happy's scary. Hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot about the eye issue. Do I also have my tongue out also? That is another question. I look so dirty like that. No, I'm so glad I got rid of the bones. This is terrifying. Why is my forehead so massive? Like how the one thing I appreciate about myself is I made this look like it's a fish. And the reason why I did this is because it's funny. Because why not? Maybe if I do that, but look how dumb I look. Maybe if I do brow up slightly. Yeah, I'm liking this. And then, right, yeah, there you go. That's as happy as I'm gonna get. You know what? Honestly, I do have a very dumb happy face. So you know what? That is as happy as I'm gonna get it. Oh God, why am I like this? I've got this though. I've got this. Right. And then go back to pose mode. Now here's the question is, where do I start this goddamn pose? Right, item. Do I start from the left or do I start from the right? Is a good question. Not too bloody far. Maybe if I pull it forward slightly? Mm, raise this back up. Mm, How do you wave pen lights? That's a good bloody fucking question. I'm just gonna quickly Google how to wave a pen light. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So from what I'm understanding is just grab this and just do this. Maybe not like that. Maybe like up and down. They're not really doing up and down though. They're doing it like side to side with like a circle motion. Circle motion? I just want to make a fucking animated emote, not the fucking. Right. I've never once really hold pen lights. What am I thinking? What if I do my arm? What if I do? Up, um, up and down. It's side to side, isn't it? Or not like that. That's so far back. Right. Let's. I need left and right, left and right, left and right. So maybe I change my expression to blink close. Okay, that's better. That's better. Not seeing the goddamn eyes. Right. I like how I'm questioning how to do basic normal things. Great sign that I'm totally human, guys. I'm not an alien. I swear. God, if I was ever trying to explain that I wasn't an alien, I would be doing a shit job. Right. It's back and forth, back and forth. But is it at the same time? No, it's slightly off. So I'm gonna do one arm at a time. Right. Insert keyframe. And then every time got this fucking audio. It, the audio you hear in the background, ignore it. Wait, I don't think it even picks up, did it? Oh wait, no, because this one. Hold on, no, let's try that again. Yeah, if you hear that, ignore that. That is not anything to do. That's nothing to do. You were not first, Armor. If anyone was first, that would have been Jai. Jai gets to just Jai deserves that first marker. I should actually create one of those, the first claims. But you know what? I'm too busy. I'm too busy to claim one of those. Right. Da, 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 right, what was I doing? I got distracted. Right. So it's back and forth. That's not back and forth. I want to do that, but bring it in slightly. It's good and where do you think you're going, hand? Right, and then insert keyframe. back again. Let me bring my arm slightly down. Hold on, I can't see it in that one. It's maybe just material mode. What? Wait. I think this might have to be 30. And then have a... it needs... well, at the very end it needs to go back to its original position, because then it'll be a loop. I went to the doctor to get some documents. Some things are more important than being fast. You know what? You're not wrong, Dharma. You're not wrong on that. There are some things more important than being first. Alright, hold on. I put this up to 20 and then this one to 40. Every 20 frames. I won't lie, I have no clue how to fucking wave a pen light. I won't lie, I have no... If I knew how to wave a pen light, this animation would be a lot more easier, because I would have like a mind frame. Like, I would have a mental note of like how to do it, like, physically. Actually, what am I doing? Hold on, I'm just gonna... I don't really have anything circular. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna wave my medicine, because that's the only circular thing I have. Right. Alright, so what moves? My hand doesn't move, but my that arm goes side to side. And it's at an angle in which... See, dog! Wow, I was just waving my medicine just to get an idea of how to wave a pen light. Oh my goodness, it's a wizard raid! You know, I'm starting to feel very magical. You know what? Fuck it. Hold on, I'm not using it for this emote, but I will be using it for a future animate emote. Shit, let's go into rendered mode. Look at that. Look at this magic for the magic raid, or the wizard raid. Get this wizarding here. I mean, to be fair, it's very... I know it looks very two-dimensional, but shut up, okay? Can you make this? Can you make this? You know, I mean, to be fair, you're not going to really be seeing it from any other angle but this angle. But to be fair, the whole reason why it's 2D is so I can do this. It's gonna be from the front position, and then I'm gonna... This is for something for the future. I'm not doing it for this emote, but it'll be like, and then wabam. Yeah, this is technical stuff. Blender, I hardly know. If there was a nickel, if there was a nickel for every time I heard that joke, I would be fucking rich by now. Right, I'm gonna put this back in its hidey hole. That's gonna be for a future emote. Right, back here. Wish I was able to use Blender. You can use Blender, gorgeous. You can. You just gotta practice. You think I got all this within one fucking day? Ha! Still waiting for your Blender remote. I am currently making them. This is what you're seeing right now. This is me creating my Blender remotes. I'm making a... what's it called? You know those pen lights sort of things? like for raves. You know what? I'm making my own right now because, and I realize I don't go to raves because I mean I've held a glow stick before, but not a pen light. So you know what? My character's got glow sticks because that's how I feel like it should be. Uh, right. I'm getting distracted. I'm too easily distracted. Right. Let's grab my pose mode. And be honest, I was yawning when you said that about knickers. The yawn locked in my ears for me. Yeah, no, it's you gotta love it with yawns. It can just like break your eardrums for no other reason than oh. Well, I mean, you don't see it in this point of view, so I'm not too worried about this arm warping. Is it the same thing? No, this arm. Oh no, there's a little bit here. You know what? That's fine. We don't need to worry about, but that's a future me problem. I'm dropping stuff all over the place. But thank you, Suda. If I didn't already say it, thank you so much. Um, Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it, and I always appreciate you, Sudag. Every time you're hopping in here, I still need so many channel points for a VTuber. That's funny you saying that. Shit, I hope you don't mind Dharma, but like Dharma redeemed, not for the VTuber, but for the little model, the 3D model one. And I made him a cute little fuck. So I was so proud of that model. I won't lie, I kind of loved it. It wasn't even like it's a low poly one as well. It was just a cute little fox because Dharma didn't want anything too big. To be fair, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should split the model points so that you got like a low poly model and a high poly model. That might be a good idea. I've got only 10k, but you're welcome for the raids. Yeah, you just gotta collect those points. There's a reason why it's not easy to Doug, and the reason why it's not easy is because it's hard work making VTubers. Right. Right. I need to grab this arm again. Right. Ignore the music. Just ignore the music. The music has literally no like you won't be able even to hear the music. The music is literally because I grab this rig. This rig is from my animation rigs because I have this rig. This rig is different from my VTuber rig. I mean I still use the VRM because the VRM is very good for like the shape keys and everything. But this is not VR, like this is not a VTuber model, VTuber rig because it can't do certain animation things. Uh, so I had to grab my animation rig and I was in the middle of doing an animation with this rig. Which this is a new, hold on, let me find the actual, yeah, you got the dancing one, which is why there's music. I can remove the music, but I'm not gonna. Actually, no, it's probably best if I do get rid of the music because it will just start to bother me after a time. Delete. Delete. Back to the dope sheet. No, it was the timeline, wasn't it? Yeah. Right. Back to the arm. And I probably should go to material mode because rendering with the composition really fucks up my GPU. Right. Left. Right. Here's the thing is I have no fucking clue how to wave a pen light. That's my clue. Right, maybe if I move this, it needs to be at an angle. I want to keep it in frame. Maybe I do that and then insert a keyframe. Hmm. Problem is the turning. So it turns, but I need to move it. Right, so maybe if I move it downwards and slightly to the left. Maybe I have to do it a bit outwards. So now I forgot to Set a keyframe, didn't I? Right. One of these days, I'm gonna remember certain things. Ads, no. Yeah, you got ads. Ads, sadly. I did try to turn, I put it on the most minimum one, but it's still decides to be annoying, and so I've just given up because I have no fucking clue what I'm doing to begin with. Right. Apparently my subscriptions run out. No! Uh, that's a shame as well because when you have subscription, you get double points. I set it up so that because I did the maps. The reason why it's so expensive is for what you call it, it's 100,000 points, which is the maps is 50 if you 100 you have to pop in 100 streams. If I stream at minimum for 2 hours, 100 streams will equal a VTuber. But if you're subscribed, it's half that amount. It's only 50 streams for a thing. So it's free time. So technically, you can get it within like a month of watching if you're subscribed, but it's 2 months if you're not subscribed. Yeah, I did maths, guys. Maths is like, and it's like with the Make Me a Model, it's I think like 2 weeks worth of watching. And I'm like, damn, like, cause I only stream 3 times a day, unless I'm very unwell, then I miss out a stream. But I will be making makeup streams next week. I'll be doing a bunch of makeup streams for the streams that I missed out last week due to my illness. Uh, so there is ways to get more points with the makeup streams. Sorry, I had to go for a second. Did you ask me something? Yes. Yes. It wasn't really quite an ask. I was just saying apologies, Dharma, but I mentioned that you redeemed the model, the 3D model one, and I was like, and I made you that fox, and I was just mentioning it to that. So someone has redeemed one of them. I'm gonna hop off and get ready for bed. Good night. Thank you for the thank you for staying as long as you have, and joining Sudarg's raid. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you. Right, I'm getting distracted again. Honestly, if I wasn't getting distracted, it wouldn't be me. I'm gonna be real. Right, so down to the left. Brought it up. It needs to go up. Needs to go up. Needs to go up. I see an issue there. Right, so this needs to go upwards. Yeah. And then insert keyframe. So now goes along, goes down, and then no, it needs to rotate maybe then. Maybe, oh god. Maybe not rotate, maybe it needs something. It needs answers. And then maybe move my hand down a little. Right, insert keyframe. Now it goes down, up. That needs to go higher up. Right. From here to here, I think it means my shoulder needs to go up. That's the issue. The issue here is you, buddy boo, needs to go like this. No, wow, I forget how arms work. Real quickly. Right, so yeah, no, that is not how arm works at all. So, and hope it goes more than the animated emotes. Looking forward to see them in action. I am also interested to see them in action because I am concerned that this won't look as good as I hope it will. I have very high standards for myself, okay? Right. This needs to go up. Right. Okay. Insert keyframe. Got to play the guitar yesterday. Hope my keyboard won't get insulted. I don't play. Oof. I mean, if I'm gonna have to choose between a guitar and a keyboard, I will choose the keyboard because I know piano a lot better than I know guitar. The only thing I can play is the basic thing that everyone plays on it when you're learning guitar, which is dun 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 dun. Oh no, hold on. Dun, 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 dun. It's like the first part of the James Bond. It's the four chords. That's all I know how to play. That's all I can play. Cannot play anything else on the guitar. If you want to hear some really good guitar playing, that's where you're gonna have to call up my father. My father has a really cool guitar. To be fair, he hasn't touched it in a while. I think muscle memory comes in. My father used to play the guitar. I should say that. I should clarify. He used to play the guitar, but he doesn't really get the chance to play it because of how self-conscious he doesn't even really play it in front of people. But he is really good. I've heard him. I've heard him practice like in his bedroom. Sometimes not just in the bedroom, but sometimes in the living room when he thinks that I'm in my room, like not listening. I mean, usually I have my headphones on, like at all case and times, but I do occasionally hear. Um, he really should be proud of himself. He is really good at guitar. Then again, I haven't heard him play in like 5 years, so I am worried that he's gonna lose that musical. Because it's with me. I found a piano the other day, going through a lot of my stuff. I started to play the piano. I'm like, I swear I could used to play this better. Like, because I'm just slowly losing out skills that I don't use anymore. Right, I realize this is on the wrong orthographic. Right, so down, up, up. Okay, that's one arm done. I don't worry, I will add some sway to it, so it will look slightly better. He says on. I don't like how choppy it is. I, I could mess with the blee spline a little just to make it a lot more. I might do that later. Right, I want to learn guitar. Seems like an interesting. Wait, guitar. I mean, guitar is good, but I can't say much because um I don't really know how to play. My exes used to be able to play it. That's both exes actually. I think actually all my exes that I've been with can play the guitar. Am I into guitar players? No, I'm not. Honestly, I think that was the one thing that might have repelled me. No, I did find I like people that I mean my thing is I like creative and like passionate people. You'd think with someone like because you think with me who like blabbers on and on and on that I would be like I'll be into someone that just like sits and listens. Nah. I in like in relationships, I'm the one that sits and listen and just like admire the other one blabbing. So I like to hear people when like that's one of the things that I like. I fall in love with people with is when they start like talking passionately about like not just like it wouldn't be just something that they're good at, but like their interests, like the hyperfixations. Whenever they start blabbing on like hyperfixations, I'm like I'm falling in love with you. Uh, because a perfect example of this was when I was playing Dragon Age Veilguard. At one stage, I was thinking that, like I was gonna the very first time I played it, I was thinking about romancing Balara because I loved it when she would just rattle on about I didn't understand a word she was saying when she was talking about like magical runes and artifacts, but I was just falling in love with her just talking about her interest. Um, and I did romance her in not my second game playthrough because I romanced Emmerich in my second playthrough. My third one was Bellara. I mean, I romanced every single one of them because I just wanted to see the content, how it differs and changes. I know this is going to be very questionable for some people, but I don't think Dragon Age Veilguard is a bad game. It's not a great game. It's not like Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is a great game, but it's a decent game. Like it's a good game. It's just not a great game. Right. Right. I need to go to the 20s. This one needs to go all the way to the left. Oh, God. On that little. God. Oh my God. What am I doing with this arm? No, no. It needs to stay in the air. Right. Move this to the left. Maybe bring that down a little. Right. And then insert keyframe. Bring this back. Right. This one. Excuse me, thank you. This one needs to be moved to like, and then up a little. Maybe like, and I need to like bring it in a little. Right, and then right, so now let's have a look, see at how it looks. To be fair, it doesn't need to be like the greatest thing in the world when it comes to this emote because it's just gonna be a small little tiny bloody emote, but I can't help myself but make it perfect. Maybe if I even my body can be risky. It looks so. I do like the way it. I gotta move something else because it looks very. What's it called? Stagnant. Mm, I think I know the issue. Hold on, hold on. Get rid of. Okay, no, don't get rid of this, but switch it with 20. Let's switch the U2 over. So where it goes left, middle, right. And then if I delete this and then grab this, I can't believe I'm actually thinking about this. There it goes up, left. After that, it goes needs to go in the middle again. Shit, I didn't think about that. The biggest thing a keyboard has above a guitar is that you can connect it more easily to software and create music. That's why a keyboard was a huge investment for me to enjoy. Yeah, that is true. I see progress, but I'm still missing some stuff. I mean, that comes with everything. Is that you see some progress, but you still feel like you're missing something. Okay, okay, this is definitely improvement. I like the fluidity. So do I move my body in the opposite direction? It's a good question. Right. Right. I think it's not like the best. It's not the best in the world, but it's better than what it was. Okay, so maybe let's see what happens when I do. You move there. I don't want to do too much actually, now that I think about it. starts off here. It's maybe just like a small little sway. Insert keyframe. And then opposite direction. And then copy this now. Yay, we're getting somewhere. Ooh, but I don't like how the hold your horses. This might have been too much. Hold on. But unless maybe no. Unless move the arms to compensate. Or now insert keyframe. Yeah, that looks somewhat better. And then I just need to move the head back and forth. Right, so um, this one moves to the left, so maybe I move the head to the right. Not too much. Damn, I don't want to break my neck. Insert keyframe. And then insert keyframe. Let's have a look. Okay, I like it. It's got some jiggle to it. It's not the best in the world, I won't lie. Could it be better? Absolutely. But I gotta remember, at the end of the day, it's an emote. I'm not trying to... Alright. I think I probably could doodle something better than this, I'm not gonna... No, I need to improve my animating. My animating does need improving, I won't lie. Right. Let's see how this looks. Let's start the rendering. Oh wait. I need to double check. It's outputs. Transparent. One impact. Alright, so save as waving pen lights. Why not? I should have said waving glow sticks. Why did I say pen lights? Dad damn it. Right, let's see how long this is gonna take to render. I am a bit worried. I don't want this taking too long. But it shouldn't take too long. It's only 2 seconds. Oh, but it's 46. Maybe I half it. Yeah, let's divide it by 2. Divide it by 2. Divide by 2. I said divide by 2. Right. Just to double check. Yeah, it didn't change anything really. Maybe if I move it up actually. Just move it up a tad bit. Right, so now if I save this and press Render, render animation. How long is this gonna take? Is a great question. Because to be fair, I am streaming. Uh, oh, I see what I've done. Hold on. Yep. You know what I forgot? On this. Uh, this. I liked how you can see what's hidden in the scene with that one move. Right. Do I do that? Let's see. Let's try that again. Let's wait for it. Show up. There we go. Okay, it's not bad. It's rendering quite nicely. Don't really see that many. Oh, I see an issue with the handle. You know what? It's fine. You guys see nothing. It looks like I'm swearing at you, but you know what? Fuck it. That's intentional. Alright, it's sampling. How long is this gonna take? I know it says 32 hours. Hold on, can I zoom in on that? No, I can't zoom in on that. I know it says 32 hours. It won't take, I promise you, it will not take 32 hours. It will take at most 10 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes? But that's too far. That's for one scene. Ooh, it's cleaning up quite nicely. I am worried about the lights, but then again, with the denoising, it shouldn't be an issue. I should have probably thought about the lights, I won't lie. Maybe I should have cut the sampling. Oh no, that cleaned up nicely. Look how nicely that cleaned up. Nah, that's nice cleanup. I actually quite like enjoy. I quite actually happy about that cleanup. Oh, here comes the composition. I didn't do the composition. Oh my god. Look how bright that is! You know what? That's intentional. That's intentional. Uh Sorry. I forgot about the composition. I have it so it's so glowy. Uh do I fix that? That's the question. That was quite I mean no, I mean that's the whole point about glow lights. It's meant to be bright. God, you see that like glimpse of that one thing? Uh right, I probably should do something else while it is doing this. But I know like people say oh like it's you know like some people enjoy watching like wall paint like because people say oh yeah like watching paint dry like on a wall is very boring because nothing happens. That's I mean something does happen here though like but that's this is my equivalent rather than watching paint dry thing I enjoy watching the rendering. So I watch how like it samples each and everything and then does the compositing and everything. Most people usually like leave this on running during the night, but like going through the night and then wake up in the next morning to have it all rendered out and all that. But I can't help myself, okay? I mean it's only 60 frames and we're already on frame 3. But I just can't help myself. I love watching it render out like this and it's just my cup of tea, okay? And you know what? Screw you guys, okay? Like I'm fucking I'm streaming while I like do it. This is my progress, okay? Like this is what part of the process, my process, which is I watch the rendering. Don't judge me. Oh, to be fair, I think I'm judging myself. I just like the rendering, okay? I like to see how every single frame will look. I'm not weird. You're weird. I just like how to see how every frame will look. Even though it will move in like a motion, like, you know, motion picture. It'll move like motion picture. I just really like how it looks. I'm not weird, you're weird. Also, that makes me realize. Okay, while that's rendering, I'm just gonna just double check. The glow should have showed up on there. Ah, that's why the glow didn't show up, was because I didn't click always. That makes a lot more sense now. See, that's why I was shocked when with the glow. Oh god, bring back my render, bring back my blender, bring back my blender and my render. There we go. Here we go. Right. To be fair, I do just enjoy watching. I mean, I love. I mean, it's really funny. Though is. I mean, what bothers me the most is that there are no textures. I was planning on doing the texture, but texturing it takes fucking yoinks on a good day. And that's on a good day. Texturing takes yoinks. So all you get. So my model currently. So just for the people so they don't get confused. On my model, it's currently only materials. It means it's only one flat color on my material. On my model. Texturing is when there's like you see all those colors. Hold on, let me give you an example of texturing. Da, 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 da. Okay, you know what? Don't judge my tabs. If anyone judges my tabs, I will judge you harshly. Right, let's go back to Twitch. I'll show you an example of texturing. Uh, he is currently not live, so you know what?
There is no shot.
We're gonna.
I am buying this. There is.
Mate, shut the fuck up. Right, how? Bob? I think I spelled his name correctly. No, I did not. I feel bad. I'll find him on my list. I have a lot of people that I follow, but you know what? I'll find him on my list. There he is. That's how you pronounce it. The reason why I bring this guy up is because I'm very jealous of his textures on his model. Right, let's bring him in.
YouTube Shorts.
This is texturing. I mean, to be fair, this is what's it called? This is using a shell shader texturing, which like something like Borderlands do. Not just Borderlands, a lot of people do it. Like for example, Arcane is cell shading, but they have like a special shell shading that isn't quite. Is there one with more of his body? Like I've seen ones with more of his body. Hold on, let me. Wrong button.
To be a good fucking friend. It's all I try to do for anybody. And you know.
Right, let's go back onto this. Right. Here we go. Look at that, so cool.
Last night I.
Right. Can we find one where he shows more of his body? This is a little bit more, but it's not more-ish. If that makes sense. Ah, okay. You know what? Fuck it. We'll keep it as. You know what? I like this. You know what? This pause string is the best. But yeah, this here with the clothes. This is all textures. That's what I'm hoping to do for my model when I'm not lazy. Like I can do this, not like quite like this, but definitely something similar where it's not like I don't want to do too cartoony. At the same time, I don't want too realistic either. That's why I like the shell shading because it's semi-realistic, but it still has that cartoony nature. But this is texturing. This is what I'm hoping to achieve. Actually, let me just get some Borderlands. Like this texturing is I've always loved the Borderlands because it's like sort of realistic, but it's not too realistic that it's cartoony. If that makes sense. Maybe that doesn't make sense. But I've always loved Borderlands look. Borderlands look has always been. Here we go. This is what I was after. Come on. Yeah, I'm not interested in Borderlands 4. There. This sort of like style is what interests me. It's where it's not real, like it's realistic but still cartoony, like Arcane. Let me get you some like it's that sort of like shading is what I'm planning on doing for my one. I wish I can zoom in more. Why is there not more better zoom in? Alright. God damn. They did such a bang up job with Arcane though. But yeah, it's that cartoony look but not too cartoony. It's that texturized. I know, that is just cell shading, isn't it? That's just shell shading, that's what literally shell shading is called. I don't know why. Right, we're gonna take this back out over here now. Before I get judgments on my I get more judgments on my whatchamacallit, my tabs. Right. Ugh, okay, I just need to I need to entertain. How do I entertain while doing this? Shit, I didn't think about this. I won't lie, I thought animating would take a lot longer. I say it took me about an hour and like 10 minutes. Which if I follow through, I mean I think the most time will be rendering because I am only like frame 8 out of the 60 frames. But if nah, I've got no bit ifs. It's just bit buts. There is no bit ifs. There's only bit buts. Okay, maybe I should do something else while like this is rendering. I mean, I can do something else while this is rendering. What am I doing? I know it says 1%. I promise you, it's not 1%. Right. Actually, that is something I want to see though. Is this is gonna fuck my GPU. I don't care. It's something I should have realized. Actually, can I double check my compositor composition? Oof, I forget that when it's rendering, I cannot do anything. I think that's probably why I stare at my renders. Why can oh god. Like, hello? Hello? Why can I not zoom out? Drop. Right, can I make like like what? I just want to see the view display. Hold on, I might just make hold on. Give me the 3D render. And then it's got my usual stuff, which is the glare and then the denoise, so I don't know why I'm worrying too much. Oh my I forget that nothing works. Nothing works. No. Oh, it's all gone to Schreisers. Right. So now if I turn the compositor on, yeah, there's that guy. I didn't realize how bright it was gonna be. I can fix that. But I kinda like how bright it is, I won't lie. Uh You know what? I'm keeping the brightness. It's the very bright glow sticks. That's ow. That's my excuse. Oh, I just knocked my poor abdomen. It's been through enough trouble. Right. I just whacked my abdomen into my like I have clothes drying right onto my radiator. I mean, my radiator is, just for clarification, my radiator is not on, but I have like these little hangers on top of the radiator. However, because of my new chair, if I like spin or move in it in a certain angle, I can just whack my abdomen straight into the little clothes holder on top of my radiator. Painful. I do not recommend it. But yeah, no, the reason, sorry, before I get distracted again, uh, move in it. Are you taking fun of my fucking accent, mate? I can go full British if you want me to, mate. They didn't call us the British Empire for no reason. Right, I should actually. Oh god, it's not responding. Wow, was I so British that it just made my fucking blender not respond from how dumb that was? Wow. You took the course 2 days ago. I did. I took the course 2 days ago and my British blood has improved. My accent's improved. I was already British, now I'm double British. That's how it works. You're normal British, you take a British accent course, and now you're double British. But no, I know it made me realize like certain how I pronounce certain things. The biggest ones are R's. We don't pronounce our R's. That's the reason why we say water, is we don't pronounce the R at the end. Or route. We just say like out, route. We have like a R sound. We don't say R, we say R. Um, the way we pronounce our R's are very different. And it's the reason why people make fun of our accent is because of how we pronounce our R's. We don't like most countries is what they call it rolling. They roll their R's. We don't roll our R's. We just don't say the R's. R's are usually silent. I mean, there are certain cases where R's are pronounced, but as I mentioned just a moment ago, it's a R sound rather than a R. So that's why we say water. Or what's the other ones? There was other ones on it, and I've forgotten what it was. Or water, color, um, butter, butter. We pronounce it a what was it a I think it's AH like we don't pronounce R as in R. We pronounce it as R's as AH. The more you know. I should have like that little rainbow when I do like these little fun facts. Is the more you know. But no, I did learn a lot about my language. That like things that I did without realizing I did because I just I'm British. I grew up in British schools. I grew up around other British students. I didn't. The way that my accent is formed is from whatchamacallit, just the environment. I never really thought about it because, well, I mean, you don't. I don't think I'm alone in this, in which people have not thought about how that like their accent came to be. I can change it. I can change my accent. Everyone can change their accents. I have been thinking about doing that because I've never liked my voice. So I thought, you know what, maybe I'll make a voice that I do like hearing. Um, which isn't a bad idea. Because the one thing I don't like is how loud I am. So maybe if I do change my voice, maybe I'll go for like I want a voice like more. I don't know if anyone's seen the Sandman Morpheus. I want a voice like that. Like rarely speak, but when I do speak, it's like very. I wouldn't say growly, but like very. I don't know. Something about it. You can change your accent, but I prefer speaking in the natural way and not trying to fake how you talk. But it won't become fake. It's not fake. When you change your, like, I mean, it'll be fake for a while because you're putting on, but you will eventually change the way you speak because it's practice. So that fake voice becomes your real voice. Actually, it happens all. So funny enough, it happens a lot more to voice actors that people don't realize. The biggest one that I've ever seen, like a bigger difference is I don't know if anyone knows about Misha Collins from Supernatural. If you do, his voice actually changed. If you watch his previous interviews, because of how much he was stressing his vocal cords doing the voice of Castiel, he actually slowly, gradually changes. Actually, he even damaged his vocal cords at one point because of it. But his voice has changed. I mean, your voice naturally changes over time due to age, anyways. But it's a different octave. Like your octave in your accent and in your voice don't change that until I mean it changes when you go through puberty, but that's it. It stays the same. But you can notice the octave of Misha Collins have changed drastically to a different. And I mean, it does happen. There's another thing that people due to damaged vocal cords. It's like with Corpse Husband. He explained it in a video in which he had a lot higher pitched voice, but due to stress, like vocal stress of his medical condition, he became his voice got that really deep. It's my time to go now. Thank you so much, Dharma, for stopping by for as long as you have. To be fair, I'm only gonna be streaming for 12 minutes because today was only gonna be a short stream anyways because I've got things to do. um that's why I thought animating this would actually take longer, and then I've put it on render and then go out because I have to go somewhere. Would you be surprised? Because when I go to leave, it'll be 8 o'clock. Well, actually, by the time I finish, it'll be 8:30. Which I have to get there by 9. But just for clarification, where I'm going to is a festival. Yeah, yeah, no. Once again, Dom, thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Always adored to have you here. I'm going to a festival where I would say the title of the festival, but that will probably I mean, it's already on the internet where I live, but I'd rather not keep repeating it. But there's a festival, and I mean, typically it starts at 10, but I like to be early, so I give myself half an hour to get ready. I mean, I'm already slightly ready as is because I was getting ready beforehand so that I could just leave in case I get distracted very quickly. So because I know I get distracted very quickly, I wasn't I was slightly worried I might accidentally go over my allotted time to give myself, which is why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna. I mean, I have got silent alarms that will go off for it's really funny with my alarms. So I have it set I have one alarm that goes on. Okay, here's the alarm, just to let you know, but it's not an emergency if you don't go right now. Then my next alarm is, okay, you had a bit of extra time, maybe start wrapping it up. Then I have another one which is, oh, okay, look, I would like to to inform you you're getting a bit close to your limited time. And then it gets more desperate, where it's okay, really, I don't care what you're doing, drop everything and start wrapping up. And then it's you don't even have time anymore, fucking go. Just leave, it. That's how my alarm system is set up. So I know that I would definitely get, because if without all those alarms of letting me know, I will just absolutely forget. It's not really I forget, but I get distracted. Because I get so absorbed into my work, into my mind, into whatever I'm doing that I don't realize that I'm doing it. Which is why I have to be very, 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 very careful. Well, when I say I have to be very, very, very careful, what I mean is I'm a dumbass that doesn't know how to. I mean, I can't say. Here's the contradiction when it comes to me is, I say I can organize, I can't, but I can't I can organize, but at the same time, I can't. Does that make sense? No, that's just a paradox. Yeah, that's just a paradox. I realize this now. But to be fair, oh, I just realized how well I needed to do my coat black. Why did I make my... You know what? Do I do a redo of this character? I'm back. I was in a meeting. Ooh. Me being a nosy Parker I am. What was the meeting? If you don't you don't have to say what the meeting was if you don't want to. But I'm a very much a nosy Parker. Please tell me what the meeting was. So I was work meeting. I I sometimes like my work meetings, but sometimes like when I was working, because I'm unemployed now. Woo. Um when I did have work meetings though, it was a 50-50 with me. I just sat there. Yeah, because sometimes I'll just sit there, and those were my favorite meetings where they don't want to hear what I have to say, which I love. I just sit there and listen to like, I don't know if it's like a progress, but like sometimes it's a progress report of like how what we're doing and how like deadlines and everything. But anytime like they it's like, oh, do you have any input? I'm like, nah, I have no comment. But they're like, oh, I come at you, like you must have like some sort of input, and then I'm like, oh, because of like the pressure, and then those are the meetings I hate when they require me to input. Just let me sit there, absorb the data, leave me be, and I'll get to it. Start telling me to talk and give report like my own thoughts. Like I'm like I panic. I don't do well with people. I think I just don't like I don't do well with people. This is why I work independently. But then again, when you're used to it, like there's not much. But you know, those are one of my favorite. I think another times I like my work. I hate when I'm zoned out and they're like thoughts. No, thoughts behind my eyes. No, that is so fell. I have there are some meetings that I thought that I wouldn't have to like talk, so I sometimes risk it by playing music and like doing stuff. But then when I do that, sometimes they question what I'm doing, and I say, "Oh yeah, I'm working." Like, "Oh yeah, can you show us what you're doing?" I'm like, "Why?" But I realize the reason why they do that is they haven't like I don't know why, but my previous job had like a allotted meeting time where people have to communicate because I mean that we all worked remotely, so we was all from our computers. The reason for the Zoom calls was because there had to be some communication for the I think it's just for like I think the reason why they have to have communication is that they just because of maybe I don't know why. Because if it wasn't for those meetings, we wouldn't like me and my coworkers wouldn't talk. I mean, the only time we wouldn't like message if we had to like communicate. Oh yeah, I need you to do this and to do so I can do this. It was like the very basic of basics. Like for example, when I was working with Net Matters, the only time I would talk would be to be like, I messaged like one of the ones working like doing the mechanics because I would be in doing the website design. But when it comes to the mechanics, I'm like, hey, I want to do like this cool rotation effect on the projects. Can like, and I was just like, can I do that? Like, send you this, and this. Can you make that? Like, can you do that for me? And they'll be like, yeah, we can do that, easy peasy. I'm always learning my work. I'm always teaming my coworkers. Yeah, no, if it was up to me, I wouldn't talk to any of my coworkers. Don't get me wrong, my like when I was working for Netmarkers, my coworkers were lovely. It's just I've never I wouldn't say I'm not a people's person. I can if I want to be entertaining. It's just if I had the choice between working with others or what like if the choice was okay, big projects, like really big, working with others or doing it myself, like being by myself, I would choose being by myself. I know people would like say, why? Wouldn't it be easier to do it in a big like group, like a big project? You can split it up into parts, make it more doable for everyone. The reason why I would choose myself is I know myself. I know what I'm capable of. I know the like what I can do. Like I know my limits. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses and I know my strengths. Whenever people are put into the considerations, I don't know their strengths and weaknesses, so I don't want to give them a piece of work thinking that they're capable and then finding out later they're incapable, and then it's just extra stress for me because then I would have to fix their mistakes. That's the reason why I choose to work alone rather than choosing to work with other people, like taking the risk of working with other people. The only time I work with other people, like I'll choose to work with other people if I get to choose who I'm working with. For example, I know this is gonna sound bad, but I'd like, for example, I'd choose like if it was like choosing to work with strangers or my family, I would choose to work with my family. Be it we would probably get no fucking work done because we are very dysfunctional. I know each one of their strengths and weaknesses, whereas a bunch of strangers, I have no fucking clue who they are. I don't know how what they're good or bad. I know like you can learn. That's how you make friends. Is you get to learn about people and get to know them. But it's there's not enough. In my opinion, there's not enough time. If there's a deadline, there's not enough time. I'm very much just leave me alone to work. Team can work as because I have to. Yeah. No, I am with you, Hawk. We are the same. We're sitting in the same seat here. Ew, making friends in this economy? I know. Making friends? Who wants to make friends in this day and age? You got books, you got like TV shows. You don't need friends to socialize anymore. Teams equal I am. Oh god. But yeah, no, making friends in this day and age. I was about to say, yeah, you got like AI and everything. I'm like, yeah, that's not great. AI is not the greatest when it comes to making like. I mean, you could have a conversation with AI. I'm not saying that you couldn't make a conversation with AI. You probably could, but it's better. I'd rather just not talk to anyone. If I had to talk, I mean, though, then again, saying that if I had to talk to people or AI, actually, no, I won't say that. If I had to talk to people or AI, I would all choose AI because with AI, I could be hey, and the AI would play hey, and then I would just leave the conversation, and the AI won't be offended. But if I did that to a person in real life, go up to a person, go hey, and they go hey, and then I just walk away, they would start shouting profanities at me and being rude because I was being rude. I was being rude in their eyes. But to me, that's not being rude. If you want to leave I've always been a firm believer of if you don't want to be in a conversation and you're forced to into a conversation, you should be able to just leave when you like. Um, because that's what I used to do with like family conventions. Well, not just family conventions, but when I was at school and I'm forced to talk to other like students, I was I would talk. I would be as friendly as I could, but honestly, most of the time I just went silent. And when they asked me questions, I would like give them full stop answers. And I was considered like people called me a bitch, like or like not really a bitch, but like just rude. And I'm like, I'm not being rude. I just don't want to talk. Oh, I'm just having a fucking middle of wait. Oh, I just fucking in the middle of stuff all the time. I'm a huge fan of Irish goodbyes. Oh, what's an Irish goodbye? I've never heard of an Irish goodbye before. I'm just trying to think because I do have Irish relatives. You just live. Oh, that's just an Irish goodbye. It's just you look. What? I must be fucking Irish then because I mean I do have Irish relatives, but I'm like so from what I remember because I did have like this heritage things to find out like what percentage of my heritage. I'm like 60% like English. Like no, sorry, I was thinking it was 68% English. Like 12% Welsh, and then I had like an 8% like I wasn't 8, I think it's like 6% Irish. Because I do have Irish relatives. I have Irish cousins, and I think one of my aunts like Irish. I don't really know because it's my mother's side. My mother's side of the family, I don't really know that well because they're very religious, and it's not like I got against religious people. I was just never like I'm an agnostic. Well, here's the thing: is I was an agnostic, gender fluid, demisexual. If you know what any of those words means, it means me and the church will have a lot to argue about because according to the Bible, I should not exist. I'm a huge mutt. That's a mouthful. Yeah, no, that is a mouthful. I mean, but it explains me in a nutshell, really. An agnostic, an agnostic. What did I say again? Agnostic, gender fluid, a demisexual. Right. Let me explain that one. But I mean, agnostic just means I believe in a higher power. I just don't know what that higher power is. Simple, simple. Gender fluid means I identify as neither. Well, I identify as both male and female, but I also identify as a fucking idiot. That's basically what gender fluid is. Is I don't care what you call me. You can call me he, she. You can call me they, them. You can call me Ziza. You can call me fucking Humpty Dumpty. But my pronouns are whatever you want. And then demisexual is I don't fall in love. Like I mean, I do fall in love, but it takes a long time, and it has to be like a really strong emotion. Like it takes time, and also like I have to grow. Like I don't get like sexually attracted. I don't fall in love, but I do after a long time. I have to like it has to be like I have to get to know the person, become friends with them, and that friendship turns into a relationship because that's how my love works. I know it's really weird. That's why I always believe sexuality is a spectrum. No one fucking knows how that shit works. But that's how my love works is I don't out the gate like fall in love or I'm not sexually attracted. Um I have to like get to know them. It's not just get to know them. I also like got to have like I wouldn't say common traits, but I have to see something in them basically. There's a lot of people I know that are who are Demi. Yeah. Well, just add me to that list, Hawk. There's another person you know that's Demi. uh, but to be fair, I didn't know I was Demi for the longest time. I just thought well, this is the train ride in which I like how my sexuality went. I started off thinking I'm straight, I think. Then I started to experiment as most, youngsters do. I say youngster like I'm not a youngster. I mean, I'm quarter of my life there, so debatable. And I went from straight to bi, then I realized I wasn't just bi, I was also pan. Then I wasn't pan, I was asexual. Then I found out I wasn't asexual because I did get some sort of attraction. After speaking with this therapist, I found out there's something called demisexual, in which that is what I am. Oh no, you got an ad! Oh no, did I explain that? Bad time. I'm just gonna have to wait for the ad to go. Be gone, ads! Be gone! No one likes you, ads. Meanwhile, while I'm fancy. Oh, wait, I'm gonna wait to read this. I was about to read it. You know what? Fuck you, ad. No one likes you, ad. You know what? You know what? For this like 30-second segment, for anyone that's subscribed or like seen the VOD afterwards, I'm just anytime there's an ad break, I'm just gonna start dissing Twitch. It's like, hey, screw you, Twitch. You and your ads. Honestly, if there was a way to turn off ads, I would. Because they if anything they hinder small content creators. I would add them back in like because I know I mean I wouldn't add them back in. I really wouldn't. I don't see the point of ads. I won't lie. I won't lie. I don't see the point of ads. Ads are pointless because like the way that Twitch makes most of its money is through subscriptions. So in which ads disappear. Why annoy like the best way to keep new retainers is just to get rid of ads in total and then hope that like they subscribe to support the Twitch streamer. That's the best way of doing it. I don't know why Twitch is like, you know what? No, we're just gonna add ads because no one's gonna make money if no one's watching because there's ads. No one like. I don't get the ads. I don't either. If I could just turn them off, I fucking would. But they don't allow that, because if you turn it off, then there's something called pre-rolls, in which people will get like 3 minutes of pre-rolls when they click into my stream. So there won't be any ads, but there'll be 3 minutes before you can watch my You get, yeah, you get literally. You know what? I'm gonna show you behind the scenes. Look. I'll show you how much I make from fucking. Uh, I'm gonna show you how much I make from. It's not even really pennies. Come on, any day today. Right. I'm gonna show you how much I. Oh my god! I just had my own voice. God, disgusting. No one should be able to hear their own voice. Right. Payouts. That's the wrong one. This is this one. Earnings. Here. This is where you're gonna see ads. 59s. Okay, it's got. I don't know what the fuck turbo is. What the fuck is turbo? You know what? Anyway, ads. Okay, 82 pence. 82 pence. That's dollars. For me, that will probably be like 20p. 20p for me over in the UK. That's 20p. Motherfucker! I can easily make more than like 20p fucking. I could make it like a quid just walking down the street, mate. I could literally do that by walking. If there's an app on my phone in which the more I walk, I can get money. I can get more walking down the street than I do from I get from Twitch ads. Yeah, one for one. Like, the most of my money comes from fucking gifted subs and paid subs. That is literally what. That's where you get the money from. So why Twitch thinks like gives like subs are like. So I know like they think with subs it's the best way that people can get subs, but to get rid of the adverts. No, no. People want people. The reason why people do subs is to support the streamers. Yeah, I say subs because I was explaining how Twitch is losing out money because of ads. I went into this rant because there was an ad and Hawk, like, we was in the middle of a conversation and sadly Hawk got distracted with like got an ad and I felt so bad. So I thought, you know what, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna like anytime there's an ad break, I'm just gonna talk shit about Twitch and the ads because listen. When it comes to, like, anytime I sub to someone, it's because like I've been listening so I know, it's just it just bothers me that it's just there are no point for ads because one, streamers make fuck all from them and it's just an annoyance. Twitch will get much more income if they just get rid of ads in general. I mean, they can keep ads, but just have it so that streamers, especially for small streamers, they have an option to turn the ads off entirely. Because I rather not get this 82 pence than, like, I'll happily sacrifice the 82 pence to just get rid of ads in general. Because no one likes them. No one likes thingamabobs. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's just, it bothers me because, you know, there's no point. There is no point. And that's on the lowest. Yeah, that's on the lowest. I mean, I probably could get more if I put it on higher, but I'm not gonna because I don't want ads in general. This is me putting the ads on the lowest possible, and I'm like, 82 pence, not worth it. Even if I put it on higher, what is it? What's the highest? Let's have a look. The highest is 3 minutes of ads every hour. Oh wait, no, hold on. Oh no, there you go. It says this. What the you can run an ad every 8 minutes? What lunatic would do that? That is the lunacy right there. Ads every fucking, like, you can run 3 minutes of ads every 8 minutes. That's like 2 minutes of actual content the viewer's actually watching. What? That's just ads at that point. Why is that an option? That's crazy. I've tried it on the highest and it doesn't do much more. I mean, anyone who puts on the highest is crazy. Like 3 minutes of ads every 8 minutes. Oh no, it's 5 minutes of content. That isn't it? That's 5 minutes of content. But still, why? You can do 20. Wait, you can do 22 minutes and 30 seconds worth of ads every hour, which is insane. That is insane. That is insane. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense because I mean, okay, that one you might make more money. You might, but that's only like what? If you run like 22 minutes of ad. Okay, so I have one on the lowest, which is 1 minute and 30 minutes every hour. So that's about 2 minutes and 60 seconds of ads. So no, that's 3 minutes of ads per 1 hour. So if you were stream and I get 80, yeah, you wouldn't even make a fiver. You wouldn't even make a fiver. Even if you have it on the highest, like the highest setting, you'd make just below a fiver. That is not worth ads. Ads is not worth. I would still sacrifice the fiver to get rid of ads because you get more viewership, like to get more viewership and everything. I would happily. It's like a worthy sacrifice. This is why I think Twitch is dumb. You know what? Let me take over. Let me Twitch. Let me take over. I'll fix everything for you. Nah. I mean, to be fair, saying that, just gonna. I do have a degree in business in Twitch. Marketing was one of my specialties. Believe it or not. I mean, to be fair though, I didn't fail. Okay, let me correct this because I was about to say I failed in finance. I didn't fail in finance. I failed one test. I retook the test and then I passed. Barely. So, yeah, no, finance isn't my cup of tea, but marketing, oh, ow. Marketing, wiggle eyebrows, if I had eyebrows. Do I have eyebrows on this model? I don't think I have eyebrows on this model. I think I was too lazy to draw eyebrows on my little axolotl. I just realized, and it bugs me, my ears are not, like, my left ears are fine, but then my right ears are, like, tilted slightly. And I know what causes that. That's when I move my tablet and I draw at an angle. Like, if I draw, like, straight with my graphics tablet, you get the left ears. If I tilt my drawing tablet slightly, you get my right ears. Oh, it bothers me. It bothers me. I hate it. I'm staring at it and I hate it. Uh, you still probably would not earn shit. Yeah, that's true. I get more ad money if more people. Yeah, okay, that makes sense to be fair, Hawk. But that's what I'm saying. For small streamers, there should be an option to turn it off completely until they grow more of an audience, and then have like Twitch have it so that when you get like, oh no, like thin level viewers where you got like 50 like no, when you get partner level viewers, which is 75 viewers average. When you have a 75 average, then make it so that you can't turn ads off. That would make sense. That would make sense. I would get that. But for small streamers, they're just hindering small streamers. And you probably you probably still wouldn't earn shit. I don't see the point of ads. Just imagine you watch a streamer and you're only able to watch 40 seconds of every minute. No, I can't. No, I wouldn't watch that streamer, honestly. If I would only watch 40, I mean, okay, saying that, it depends on the streamer. Because if it's someone like IMLs, fine, maybe. But then if it's someone like, I don't know, I don't really know. Because I only watch a couple, most of the streamers I watch are either informational streamers, YouTubers, or like background stuff. Like I often watch like people like like you got like those cat documentaries and everything, like where it's just a video of cats. I don't sub to those, but I sub to that sort of stuff. Like for example, Sudak, like Lego building. People are just doing stuff in the background just so I have something playing in the background because I'm one of those weirdos that likes to have stuff playing in the background. Also, I don't know if also I don't know if anyone knows there are now ads that play on desktop above chat. Really? Really? Hold on, I know. I'm gonna just go quickly check that because I can't. But Twitch wouldn't. Twitch wouldn't. Oh, Twitch would. Oh, that's what turbo ads are. They've added more ads. Why would somebody do this? Eyebrows under the hair. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I do the same. I have you off while I work. Sometimes I turn you down when I need to focus. That's fair. I can be quite loud. I do not blame you for that. Right, we hit the 2 hour mark. I'm getting distracted. 2 hour mark hit. Need to get ready. I told you I'll get distracted. The reason why I'm saying this, my alarm just went off. That's saying, hey, you know, time to wrap things up. Because I've got a festival I'm going to tonight, which I cannot wait to go. So let's have a look-see at who we're gonna rate. Right, let me change stream. I just realized we're going to da-da-da-da! Wrap it up. I know I gotta wrap it up. I'm really bad when it comes to this. Right, let's have a look-see who is live. Radiant Soul, beautiful. Final Fantasy, Baldur's Gate. Oh, do love me some Baldur's Gate. But we're gonna raid into. Oh, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. And it's Uni Fade Water. It's Eddie. And they've been up for only an hour. Fuck it. I'm raiding into them. I do like Eddie. I love watching. This is gonna be great to put in the back. See, this is perfect. I put this in the background while I'm getting ready to go. Right, start raid. So here you go. Here's your time to get some extra points in to get the VTuber model, Sudag. Because you get, what is it, 350 points? I think it's 350 points for... Or did I put it up to 500? I was going to change it to 500 if you raid out. No, I might even do it higher. I might even do it higher because I like raiding with... So I might get so that you guys can get more extra points for raiding out. Ooh, that could be a good reward. Might have to change that at some point. Then again, I'm not the greatest when it comes to this, am I? So I'm so far away from the VTuber. Don't worry, I'll make a few changes so it's a lot easier for you guys. You'll see. But thank you. I just want to say thank you for everyone that's stayed by and watched, and I'll see you guys later.
Hello, welcome on in. Hello, welcome on in.